The trickster Nagito was brutally murdered. His unpredictable death has left a looming shadow of mystery in the hearts of Hajime and the others. Who is the traitor? What was the clue Nagito left? Will they be able to see the light within the darkness between hope and despair? Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair, Blind. In the last one, we wrapped up Nagito's murder investigation surprisingly quickly. And now, it is trial time. So I've had a little time to think. I haven't looked over the evidence again yet. So purely just off my own thoughts, my opinion hasn't changed all that much. But if you didn't see even if you didn't see the last episode or you didn't stay towards the end of the last episode, my biggest thought is either Nagito killed himself or Monami killed Nagito. Honestly, the Nagito killing himself thing seems more likely, but I don't know, it kinda... Monami's kinda suspicious, I'm not gonna lie. But before I can really say anything about that, I was actually going to go look at the report card, but let's look at the truth bullets first. Okay, victim is Nagito Komaeda. Body was discovered inside the warehouse. That's fine. Estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp, which seems to give an alibi to everyone else, but there are workarounds. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Yes, okay. So, no mention of the cause of death here. So that kind of, it's what leads me to believe it's poison. That and the fact that poison was involved, evidently. Seeing as we have it as a truth bullet. Both of Nagito's legs were tied with rope, and each rope was tied to nearby pillars, which prevented him from moving. His thighs were also covered with a lot of stab wounds. Yeah, I'm not too sure what this proves, but this is certainly the circumstance of the body. Burned rope. The rope that was tied to Nagito's right arm and burned off. However, Nagito's right sleeve still looked clean. Right. What I said about this was that I don't think it was burnt during the fire. I think it was burnt by something else. Not sure what that really means, considering we haven't found anything else to do with fire, so maybe I'm just wrong on that, but... Survival knife. Survival knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Nice from military base. Yeah, I mean, I'm not super sure how this is going to play into things beyond being the weapon that, you know, did the wounds. Blood was splagatoed. Blood was splattered on the palm of Nagito's left hand. For some reason, the splatter cuts off in the middle of the palm. Alright, yeah, so we decided this was because I decided this was because he was clenching his fist, presumably holding the cord of the spear, which is another thing that, I mean, if he was holding it, right, that sort of implies that he was complicit in what was happening to him, which I know I briefly mentioned it and sort of brushed it off, but this could be a double, well, not a double murder, but a murder with, like, an accomplice, i.e. Nagito killed himself and enlisted Monami to help him, like, to try and defeat Monokuma, you know? Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, however the blood that splattered onto the face wasn't under the duct tape. The tape itself had a lot of crinkles in it, as if Nagito was desperately moving his mouth underneath it. Yeah, I know I said the poison might have been on there. I don't know how realistic that's going to be. But this does demonstrate that the tape was put on his mouth, like, first, right? And then he was injured. So, as I said a while ago, well, only a while ago in terms of runtime, I suppose. But as I said, I think last episode or the episode before. God, time, it just blurs together. Might be leaning towards the fact that Nagito was already dead before all these wounds were inflicted on him. Which would make sense if it was an accomplice job. But, yeah. Spear of Gungnir. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing with the cord in his hand. Monokuma plushie, yeah, not a clue. Obviously, this is interacted with his body somehow, but I have no idea why or in what way. I mean, it's been stabbed through, so either the knife or the spear. I'm going to say based on the shape of the hole, probably the spear. Blood on the girder. Yeah, not a clue on that one. Monokuma panels, presumably we knocked these over and started the fire. Like, we knocked over the oil lighter that had already been placed down, presumably by Nagito, maybe Usami, or Monami even. MP3 player, yeah, not really sure why. This is obviously where the music was coming from, but... Sonya's account, bombs were fake. I don't exactly know how this is going to play in. Maybe in our discussion of who the traitor is, because again, I assume that's what we're going to ultimately have to do in this trial. Monokuma's account. Well, that goes hand in hand with Sonya's account, I suppose. Monami's notebook. Presumably the traitor wrote it. I'm going to say that. Gas mask and gloves. Not super sure, but he sure had them. Found Nagito's cottage under the bed. It's a round piece of aluminium paper. Not entirely sure what that is either. Poison. Yeah, I mean, sure is what probably killed him. Volatility is low. Right, there's a lot of details about that. I'm not sure how relevant they're going to be, but... Hope Peak Academy file. Not sure. I don't know. Maybe we'll use this to be like, hey, Nagito couldn't have known who the traitor was. Maybe something like that. Okay, yeah, no, that doesn't really help me at all, to be honest. It does make me lean towards it being a suicide from Nagito, but not so sure. Anyway, let's see. There was something expensive that I wanted to get, right? I can't remember what it was. Was it Charisma? No, I don't think it was Charisma. Was it Neural Liberation? No, probably not. Oh, actually, it might have been one of these. Creases put yes. Okay, I think it was going to be Vocabulary. Mood Maker, Ambidextrousness. Yeah, I'm gonna get Vocabulary. Increases bullet capacity. It's always nice. As I learned last... I mean, I didn't really have a problem with bullet time battles in the last game, because I had Toko's skill for that before the bullet capacity was even a feature in the trial. Alright. Let's get down to business. Let's figure out how this went down. All rise.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for
hello.
who the killer is and vote for who done it.
I see Monami down there. How come Nagito's got his own unique portrait? That's not fair. Unless he killed himself. Just saying, all the killers have had unique portrait thingies. Oh, there's Gundam. Oh, a very pretentious X. I like it, I like it.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. If you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island.
Tell you what, though, it is really depressing seeing how many portraits you have at this point. I mean, there are 2 more in this game than there were last game. Or are there 2 more? Oh no, there's not two. Well, no. No, there's only one more. So I was just thinking, oh, there's... No, number discrepancy. I was... My bad! God damn it. Yeah, no, because there was only 15 last game, 16 this game. And we're down to 6, but with one of the ones last game, we were open because we didn't know that there was actually 16. Okay, there we go. Got my maths down.
Oh my! Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you?
Yeah, you're not tied up for once. Very rebellious of you, Monami. Maybe you, use that spirit of yours to, just... Nagito, you know what I'm saying?
Ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit?
Well, I don't know about the rabbit part of that.
Chesto!
Chesto? Oh, wow, that, looks like a bruised tennis ball.
One more time. Jeez, how about this one?
Man, Monokuma, reusing all your old attacks. Ugh, lame.
This will be my final blow. It's useless. Please stop. I feel bad for Monomi.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monomi. The class trial has started, after all.
I mean, she hasn't even had a pathetic, no, don't do the insert attack name to me. You know? It's not funny, Monokuma.
The
Gotta stop.
victim this time is Nagito, who is attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake.
Or his own.
Who in the world
You know.
killed him? I'm so curious.
Well, you already
He
know.
was killed for trying to reveal the traitor. That traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
You'd think so, wouldn't you?
No, that might not be it.
Oh, Kazuichi! Are you on the same page as me?
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor. Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Oh dear, for you, Hiko! Don't get aggressive already.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or... alright, right from the get-go we're gonna argue the traitor didn't kill him. Alright. Okay. Not sure exactly what to use yet, but let's see what we got.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
That's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, suspect.
No, because we already found it.
Bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
Hmm.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? Okay. Okay, let's see here. It definitely wasn't either of the agree ones. I don't think it was Akane's, but because Kazuichi's one was about torture. Oh! No, I got it. It's Kazuichi's. No, so you just had to... I just had to think about it a little. No, were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place? I mean, I kind of think, yeah, maybe, if he was alive during it. But, No, it's,
Because the killer tortured
Oh, thanks, Mahiru!
That's wrong.
No, it's because it was on the whole time. Like, there's no point in torturing him. I mean, unless you're just,
But
you know.
Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been. And that ties into the later stuff. They were trying to figure out the location of the bombs. Like, they wouldn't have been able to get that out of him because his mouth was covered the whole time. Or, at least, when his arm was getting cut. I mean, there's no real reason to do that, but... I mean, unless it's to, like, you know, silence his screams of pain. But, you know. Depends, I suppose. But yeah, no, because as far as we're aware, the duct tape was over his mouth pretty much the whole time.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that. I'm prepared.
Oh, hello! Oh, you thought this through, haven't you, Kazuichi?
I just realized it. It's a trap. Trap? Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
What trap? Stupid? That's not the part to take issue with, Hajime. Rebuttal showdown, baby. Not sure yet.
Like you said, Nagito's mouth was taped shut.
Oh.
Obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
What?
He taped his mouth shut. How is he supposed to answer anything? Pay attention. This is how first the killer tortured Nagito and got him revenge.
Oh, shit!
Damn it!
Oh, I was overcome. It's gonna go back to the original topic. Oh, I got a bit trigger happy there.
Obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that
Oh.
was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Oh, piss. Oh, bottom mash! Ah! Oh, yes, okay.
But if he taped
God,
his
I'm
mouth
bad
shut,
at button mashing.
how is he supposed to answer anything? Pay attention. This is how it went first. The killer tortured
Okay.
Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
Okay.
After they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
No, it's the, is it the duct tape again? The tape Nagito's mouth after getting information from him. True, that sounds reasonable, but that clearly contradicts the truth, because there's no blood under the thing. Or there's blood on top of the duct tape, I should say. If he had listened to me until the very end, I wouldn't have to go to the trouble of repeating
Pay
myself.
attention. This is how it went first.
I mean, he was very quick on the draw there.
Information about the bomb's location.
Where's the...
Then, after
No,
they
there it
killed
is. It's on this last one, right?
him, taped his mouth shut.
Yeah, there we go. No? Hajime, you idiot. What are you even saying? You trying to rebuke me with that? Oh, I won't be able to cut through Kazuichi's rebuttal like this. Okay, this is definitely the right one, though.
The killer tortured Nagito, got
Is it the first one? This? There, okay.
cut through those words.
I don't know. I think it should have been that last one, but okay.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat
I
up.
guess we are talking about the duct tape, though, so it makes sense.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
No, shut up.
We don't need to play a game.
Kane.
It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? You have a crush on him or something?
You in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the
I
duct
don't
tape
know.
off Nagito's mouth, right?
I'm sure shippers would ship it. Yeah. That's all I got.
The blood on Nagito's
Damn it.
face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
Mm-hmm.
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
Yes.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth.
I mean, that doesn't mean his arms were... Or his arm was injured last, to be fair.
He
But
must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
I suppose it's not like we'd ever be able to figure that out. I mean, you probably could with, like, a detailed autopsy, but we can't do that.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so we wouldn't be able to scream. And it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
Yeah?
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Well, I'm sure we all hate him.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
Well, I mean, he probably didn't deserve it, but...
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go
Yeah, it's
psycho or
pretty
something?
insane, which is why I think it might have been inflicted after death.
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
Did they destroy anything?
Warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that?
It's true, though.
Fire occurred.
Why
Everyone
else?
in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Why would they start the fire? I mean, presumably it's just to reveal his body, right? But...
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back. Which means it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking. Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
That's a good call, Sonia.
Kind of setup? Like what? I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Well, I mean... she's showing better initiative than the rest of us.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
And then again, good on you, Kazuichi, for really going in at the beginning.
Damn right it is.
Oh. The reason for the fire, huh? Right, we need to clear that up first. Okay, swallow knife, duct tape, Monokuma plushie. It's got to be the Monokuma panels, right? It might be the oil lighter, but I'm gonna say Monokuma panels.
The oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
Well, yeah.
The killer used some kind of setup.
Mm-hmm.
He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
God damn it.
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
No, not oil, not
Based on
through.
the shape of that oil lighter, it
Uh.
can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way,
Yeah.
it could have ignited the curtain.
Uh-huh.
Some way? Maybe they used invisible thread.
No.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
I don't know about that.
Opening the door caused intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
No. But I do think it's opening the door. Some kind of setup was used to start the fire. So what could that be? Opening the door knocked over the Monokuma panels, I'm guessing?
The oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
I mean, it's sort of what I've
Killer used some kind of
been
setup.
led to believe by the game so
Lit the
far.
curtain on fire with the lighter.
Can I hit it this time?
Some kind of
Nope,
setup.
I cannot.
Did they
Okay.
use the oil as an improvised fuse?
Yeah, because,
They probably just
I mean,
threw the lighter.
no, it wouldn't be a
Based on the
fuse.
shape of that oil
No,
lighter,
because, actually, how would you use this as a fuse?
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Okay, is it?
some way? Maybe they used invisible thread.
No.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
No. Here we go. There we go. Oh, man. I love Mihiru's skill. Oh, it is so handy.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
Mm-hmm. Interesting that they framed it like that, though, that Sonia has two back-to-back agree points. Like, her overall point is something completely different, but we agree with part of it.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil
I think we're already in Japan, aren't we?
No, not wind pressure. They
Oh,
probably
well.
use the Monokuma panels.
I don't know. Where's Jabberwock Island supposed to be again? Did they say the Pacific Ocean? Because that could still be technically be in Japan, right? I'm not good at geography.
A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right?
And some of them were definitely burnt.
It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line.
Yeah, pretty much all of them look like they were in a line, to be honest.
Single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Oh yeah, you can really see that clearly here, can't you? Oh, I think... Is the lighter still standing up there? So and I think it's less likely that, like, if the lighter fell over, it probably just lit some of the panels on fire. And because, you know, wider surface area, more likely to catch the curtain on fire.
Killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
Hey! That is exactly what I said!
Domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
Hey! It's not the only thing you use dominoes for. Sometimes you can just put them flat on the ground and just link up the numbers.
In place of those tiles,
Yeah.
the killer used the Monokuma panels.
Man, thinking about it that way, dominoes are really boring toys.
So when we opened the warehouse door,
Yikes.
panel toppled into the second.
That is some graphic design we got. God, look at that Monokuma plushie cutout. What is that? Jesus.
From there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
Would it? I mean, they're only cardboard, right?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them. So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
Okay.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
They did? The killer did one other thing to hide the domino effect? Not a clue. Okay, well, there's nothing in the file. Presumably not the torture wounds. I mean, maybe, but I don't know how to link it. No. What does this actually say? Okay, no. No. That's just not about this. Although, hang on, actually. I don't know, they kind of... Well, I don't think they actually implied it, but what I took from, like, the hiding the thing was, like, the sound of it. So, mate...
I see.
Okay.
You were talking about the MP3 player.
Right, okay. So it was super loud so we couldn't hear them falling over? I mean, fair enough. I don't think we would have heard them anyway, but... I don't know, actually. It's a big warehouse. It's probably an echo. We might have been able to hear it and be like, what's happening? What's happening? So, okay. Alright. Yeah, that makes sense.
That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume. Hey, you guys hear something? This was voiced! Why is it not voiced now? Yeah, it's really damn loud. Does Nagito like listening to this depressing crap? No, I'm not talking about the music. As if on cue, it suddenly started. Fire!
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling. But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Right, because I kind of struggled to open it. It's fine. I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. Those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Clatter, clatter, clatter. Ah, it's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can hardly open it. Oh, I knew it. It's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you I'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protests, and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. Bam!
So the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
Good job, Akane. You could have just, like, opened the door a little bit, slid in,
When you open the door,
poked your head in.
started.
No.
The falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Well, she certainly couldn't fit through a slim gap in a door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
Actually, maybe Fuyuhiko would have been the only one who could. We're all, except for maybe Kazuichi, everyone else here is quite top-heavy. Hajime included.
Don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door. Because the panel was blocking it, right? But the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
If that door was the only entrance to the warehouse... I see, so the problem Chiaki's talking about is... Oh, that's a good point, actually. The killer wouldn't have been able to leave. I hadn't really thought about it, considering that...
To the door, that it could barely be open.
I haven't really thought about anyone other than Nagito or Monami being the killer, so... Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It would have to be someone who's already in there. Or, again, could be an accomplice job. That, like, it was all set up, then Nagito set the final domino in place. Which wouldn't really make sense, because then he'd have to go and, like, do all of this himself. There's nothing else to set up. So, yeah, it wouldn't, like, an accomplice job in this circumstance wouldn't really make sense, but... Yeah, no, okay. I'm getting ya.
The killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that you mention
I mean, if no one could get through the space, then yes.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Well, maybe.
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
Nice try, Sonia. But, well, I mean, yes. But, yeah.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Wow, really? Huh?
You don't mean.
But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime?
Oh, shit. Sorry, Sonia. What do you mean? The person who set up the domino infect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Oh, shit. Okay, well, I mean, if we're doing it this early, then I am also very wrong. But...
This is my answer.
Oh...
What if it was Nagito?
I mean, oh god, okay. Well, yeah, if we're going after it this early, then oh god, I am wrong and Nagito did not kill himself. But, from what we've seen so far, it is suggesting that.
Bring him up. He's the victim, you know. He wasn't just the victim. Maybe. Huh?
And hey, actually, so I was thinking about this, right? Because Danganronpa 2 has had a lot of similarities to Danganronpa 1, and just like in the gap between the investigation and the trial, I was thinking back on who died in Danganronpa 1 versus Danganronpa 2, and well, there was a teeny tiny little pattern that I noticed. So in Danganronpa 1, the death order was Sayaka, Mukuro, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Taka, Hifumi, Celeste, Sakura, Junko. In this game, it was Byakuya, Teru, Mihiru, Peko, Hiyoko, Ibuki, Mikan, Nekomaru, Gundam, Nagito. Both of them, 10 deaths. And in Danganronpa 1, it was 2 girls, 5 boys, 3 girls. Danganronpa 2, 2 boys, 5 girls, 3 guys. I don't know about you, but if Danganronpa 2 is really following all these patterns, I think that alone is quite a good, basis to assume that, maybe Nagito really did kill himself. And that's how this is gonna go. But also, the fact that we're bringing it up this early, yeah.
Not just the victim. What does that mean?
He was the victim, and he was the perpetrator too. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he's right at the moment.
You're saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
I mean, it's not impossible to inflict that upon yourself.
Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
I mean, again, they might be, but they might also be inflicted by someone else after the fact. Or during, I guess.
Do something like that, don't you think?
Yeah. He's insane. Of course he's gonna try and mutilate his body.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Well, I mean, if it's all self-inflicted, and he has his right hand, and, well, until he stabs himself with the knife, he has his right hand. So, I mean, as long as he ties himself, like, by the legs first, right? Then, I mean, he can still do this. Oh, God, I just had to... Oh! He, ties himself all up, right? He holds the knife in his left hand, stabs his right hand onto it. Ouch. Left hand's already tied up. Right hand just, cuts down his arm. And then, bada bing, bada bam, he can just, put his hand to the side, and that's done and done. Oh, which would mean that the rope was burnt because he never tied his arm up to anything in the first place. Oh! Ah! Nice. Okay. Nice. I'm a genius. Oh, watch me be so wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
Weren't expecting that one, eh?
Seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like you said, it seems impossible, if you think about it. But I feel like I'm overlooking something. Might be burnt rope. Might be torture wounds, I don't know. Let's see, though.
Actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
Mmm.
You couldn't do much with the free arm. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Mmm.
Or if you use your front tail?
Oh my god, this is coming back up.
Dirty joke. Is that a dirty joke?
Yeah, I think it is Kazuichi. Okay, that wasn't much to go off of. Well, assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct. Nagito should have tied himself up too. That's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible.
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You're right, so he
With
didn't.
the free arm. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Maybe I had an accomplice. Well, might have. Maybe fire this on the very first thing Fuyuhiko says, maybe? So, like, say, oh, he didn't tie himself up? So, maybe. Hey! Yeah! Gotcha, Fuyuhiko! Break. You said think, right?
Hold on a second. Isn't that premise flawed?
I mean, yeah, as long as it all goes exactly how I said it would, which I'm sure it did, because I'm just that great. Oh god, I just like moved my glasses up my nose smugly, and I very nearly stuck my finger up my nose by mistake. Okay. Maybe I'm not a total genius after all.